How UK IT outsourcing is creating a demand for skilled workers in developing countries. One of the benefits of outsourcing IT projects to developing countries is that it creates a demand for skilled workers in those regions. This demand can have positive effects on the local economy, education, and social development. According to a report by the World Bank, IT outsourcing can increase the wages and employment opportunities of IT workers in developing countries, as well as improve their productivity and innovation. The report also states that IT outsourcing can stimulate the growth of the IT sector and related industries, such as telecommunications, software development, and e-commerce. Moreover, IT outsourcing can encourage the development of human capital and skills in developing countries. By working on complex and challenging projects for UK clients, IT workers can acquire new knowledge and expertise, as well as enhance their communication and problem-solving skills. This can increase their employability and career prospects, both locally and globally. Additionally, IT outsourcing can foster the creation of a talent loop between the UK and developing countries. A talent loop is a process where skilled workers migrate from one country to another, and then return to their home country with valuable experience and connections. This can benefit both the source and destination countries, as they can exchange ideas, technologies, and best practices. In conclusion, UK IT outsourcing is creating a demand for skilled workers in developing countries, which can have positive impacts on their economic, educational, and social development. This demand can also create a talent loop that can benefit both the UK and the developing countries in the long run. UK IT outsourcing is a growing trend that offers many advantages for businesses of all sizes and sectors. In this section, we will explore how UK IT outsourcing is benefiting from lower costs and higher quality of services. One of the main benefits of UK IT outsourcing is that it can reduce costs significantly. According to a survey by PA Consulting and White Lane Research, 71% of companies in the UK plan to outsource to reduce costs. Outsourcing can help businesses save money on salaries, taxes, benefits, training, infrastructure, and overheads. By outsourcing IT functions to providers who have economies of scale, expertise, and access to global talent pools, businesses can achieve more value for their money. Another benefit of UK IT outsourcing is that it can improve the quality of service. The same survey found that 50% of companies in the UK outsource to transform their business, and 50% outsource to improve the quality of service. Outsourcing can help businesses access skilled and experienced IT professionals who can deliver high-quality solutions that meet their needs and expectations. Outsourcing can also help businesses leverage the latest technologies, tools, and best practices that can enhance their performance, efficiency, and innovation. A third benefit of UK IT outsourcing is that it can enable access to talent. The demand for IT talent is driving the IT outsourcing sector, with 63% of UK organizations planning to continue outsourcing at the current level or increase outsourcing over the next 12 months, with nearly a third of these planning to spend more. Outsourcing can help businesses overcome the challenges of finding and retaining qualified IT staff in a competitive market. Outsourcing can also help businesses tap into global distribution models, with 33% setting up outsourced operations offshore in locations such as India and 27% in nearshore locations in regions including Central and Eastern Europe. These are some of the ways that UK IT outsourcing is benefiting from lower costs and higher quality of services. By outsourcing IT functions to reliable and reputable providers, businesses can gain a competitive edge in their market and achieve their strategic goals. UK IT outsourcing is creating a talent loop, but it is also facing some challenges that need to be addressed. In this section, we will explore some of the main challenges that UK IT outsourcing faces, such as cultural differences, communication barriers, and legal issues. One of the challenges that UK IT outsourcing faces is cultural differences. When outsourcing to different countries, there may be differences in work ethics, expectations, norms, and values that can affect the quality and efficiency of the service. For example, some cultures may have different attitudes towards deadlines, feedback, hierarchy, and conflict resolution. These differences can lead to misunderstandings, frustrations, and conflicts that can harm the relationship between the client and the provider. Therefore, it is important for both parties to be aware of the cultural differences and respect them, as well as to establish clear and consistent communication channels and protocols. Another challenge that UK IT outsourcing faces is communication barriers. Communication is essential for any successful outsourcing relationship, but it can also be hindered by various factors such as language, time zones, technology, and information security. Language barriers can cause confusion and errors in the delivery of the service, especially if there are technical terms or jargon involved. Time zones can affect the availability and responsiveness of the service provider, as well as the coordination and collaboration of the teams. Technology can facilitate communication, but it can also pose challenges such as connectivity issues, compatibility issues, and data breaches. Information security can be compromised if the service provider does not have adequate policies and procedures to protect the client's data and intellectual property. Therefore, it is important for both parties to have effective communication tools and systems, as well as to ensure that they comply with the relevant standards and regulations for information security. A third challenge that UK IT outsourcing faces is legal issues. Legal issues can arise from various aspects of the outsourcing contract, such as the scope of work, the service level agreements, the pricing and payment terms, the liability and indemnity clauses, the dispute resolution mechanisms, and the termination rights. Legal issues can also arise from the applicable laws and regulations of the countries involved in the outsourcing relationship, such as labor laws, tax laws, data protection laws, and intellectual property laws. These laws and regulations may differ or conflict with each other, creating complexity and uncertainty for both parties. Therefore, it is important for both parties to have a clear and comprehensive outsourcing contract that covers all the relevant aspects of the service delivery, as well as to seek legal advice from experts in the respective jurisdictions. These are some of the main challenges that UK IT outsourcing faces today. However, these challenges are not insurmountable. With proper planning, management, and governance, UK IT outsourcing can overcome these challenges and create a win-win situation for both clients and providers.